this thing on? Hey, so we got Craig Jones seminar today in Cardiff BJJ. I'm excited, man. I'm giddy. Just packed up everything. Need to eat quick, then pack the car, and then I need to check like my tyre pressures and all that sort of stuff, just in case. Don't want to break down on the way there. I think I got everything packed. I feel like I'm forgetting something though. Anyway. I got burger, chips, and a bit of bacon. Say hi. Cut the cameras. Cut the cameras. Duh. Fill up my water. That's a Monday. She's full. Get a cheeky new tonic for the road. What else can I have? Oh, should be a chicken wrap as well that I pre-made. Not especially for this occasion, just for the week. Hi! Got poorly leg at the moment. You okay?
It's not a big problem.
Essentially a bit. Are you excited?
Yeah.
For me. Ow. 3, 2, 1. Ah! Got my burger and the little thins. I'm on a cut at the moment, so yeah, everything's a bit drawn back, calorie wise. Got some sweet potato fries, 150 grams, and then 100 gram beef burger patty, 5% steak mince. Actually, what I'm going to do, fill up my shaker. I've got these things as well. Dude Wabs, my protein shaker. I don't know where my electrolytes are. They're in there somewhere. Towel, just in case they have a shower. Applied nutrition. Hydration. I keep on getting cramps when I do Jiu-Jitsu and stuff like that. I'm not sure it's because I'm not hydrated enough, or like not got enough salt, or I might take a banana actually. My brain's going a million miles an hour. Hell yeah, what a machine. Where's my rag? There it is. She good. Coolant's good. Hell yeah, top up the old screen wash there. Oh my goodness. Hello, son. Oh, fuck you. Gonna blow up my tyres now quick as well. Show him your body. Are you alright? Yeah. That is the extent of my social interactions. That's all I got in the bank.
Oh, clever boy!
Oh, freaking idiot. Oh, God. Oh God. Breaking bottles open. That could have been a catastrophe. Sludge City. Yes. Ready to go. Hell yeah. Right. Cardiff BJJ. 2 hours. Estimated arrival 5:15. Which is good because the doors open at 5. Sunglasses on. Let's go. Can't move out. So funny, so funny. It kind of works. Hey, I thought we could have a little chat just while I'm driving along, because I think loads when I'm driving. I think it's quite therapeutic, but it also knackers me out loads because my head's just constantly ticking. Craig Jones seminar at Cardiff BJJ. I'm actually excited, but I'm really nervous. I'm going on my own, but like, I'm trying to do more stuff like this anyway because I'm not the most sociable person, and like meeting new people and stuff like that. Everyone's sound at Jiu-Jitsu anyway, but like, I want to get better at it. But yeah, so I was thinking I could do like a little seminar series on my YouTube, and like those different seminars in different places over the UK or wherever I'm going. But yeah, it should be good. I don't know how I'm going to top Craig Jones. That's the only thing, because that's like top tier. Just going past Western Superman now, which is where I had my first tournament, Somerset Open. I am signing back up for it this year as well, so hopefully we do better than last time. Last time I had 4 matches, lost 3 by submission, and then won 1 on points. I did win 19 points to nothing, which was quite good. I was in like a higher weight category than I think I probably should have been as well. I was weighing in at like 78 kilos. The weight category I had to be in was under 82.3 kilos or something like that. So I ended up like coming up against bigger, stronger people, and I'd only been training like 8 months at that point, so I wasn't very good. I'm looking to kind of switch up, pivot more towards like jiu-jitsu focused coaching, but like with nutrition and strength and conditioning. I want to like add that in, yeah, just to kind of level up as much as I can. But yeah, so I found a coach, BJJ Nutrition, and he seems really class to be fair. So I'm buzzing to get started with him and just kind of hone in on just like jiu-jitsu and like making weights for tournaments and stuff like that. He's also got links to all the tournaments, promoters and like tournament companies who ask him if he's got any clients that are ready for a tournament in a certain weight category and belt grade basically. So it should be good moving forward, to be fair. It's definitely what I want to do. But yeah, being coached by Daniel as well has been amazing. It's fully changed my sort of like trajectory that I was on. I never would have started jiu-jitsu without like being coached by him and like realising the person who I want to be. You know, stop in that, but yeah, this is what happens when I'm just driving on my own, just deep in thoughts 100% of the time. I'm getting a bit knackered now. I need to pop the old new tonic, I reckon, in a minute. Got exactly 57 minutes left. 3 minutes past 5 apparently I get there. So shaved off some time. My race car driving at exactly the speed limit. Look at that view. Let me in, please. Thank you very much, sir. It's away yet. Tonic at the ready. 25 minutes left. Cheeky little bit from here though. I'm dying for this. I'm gonna guess it's someone new. I think we made it. I parked in a spot that says reserved, but yeah, I'm kind of shitting myself. How's it going, boss? Right? Yeah, Owen. Owen, senior Dexter.
Yeah, jump on, bro.
Yeah. So I'm following that sleepy Jiu-Jitsu.
That's right, yeah, I'll add you to Lily.
Yeah. So you see the change rooms on there?
Yeah, last one.
Yeah. Last. Cheers, guys.
Alright guys, come in close, not too close. Guys, we'll do some multiple shit and then some questions and some rounds and then the photos after the rounds, but don't beat me up too bad. It's like a long weekend. Alright guys, we'll do the octopus with casuality. Guys, octopus is way easier from side control, but not once it's already established. When he's using the crossface, obviously the crossface prevents me turning out, but it moves my shoulders to the floor. It's going to be very hard to get under this. If he has a shinny crossface grip, and I can slip my shin, we can go for it. But the best way to learn octopus would be from like our opponent training partners, like we're carrying their weight here, right? So almost getting full body weight on me, so in terms of your training partner, I want your drilling partner here to be pushing weight into you so that if we kick our legs through, obviously Owen's going forward. Typically, if Owen's going to pass the guard, the first thing he's going to look for is to establish a crossface and good hip control here. That makes it hard for me to hip escape, makes it hard for me to turn in. Even with a man of this stature, we're going to preempt the crossface here. So I won't be too obvious with it, you know, like the first thing I'm trying to bait an octopus and I just fully commit to his wrist and postures up here. He can anticipate something's going around. So I'll try to casually frame on his arm here. What I'm going to do is I'm going to slip my pinky finger under the armpit and look to dive my head out. And at the same time I do that, I kick my legs through. So you see Owen's falling, we put our head under the armpit, I guide his weight back, so I'm trying to follow the momentum here. Well, we want to do this sort of against the traditional we taught from bad positions is I don't actually want to make space with my hips here in any way. If I do this, I want to take his left hand to the other side of my body, we circle north-south. We achieve the same thing across face would achieve, and that would be to flatten our shoulders back out. So I want to actually bring my hips close to Owen here, and I want to root up to an elbow and turn everything belly down here, right? When we adopt this position, it's really hard for Owen to effectively drive weight back into me. If my top hip and my top shoulder are both in front of the bottom ones, it's very hard for me to flatten me back out. If either of those things are facing backwards slightly, he drives weight in, he starts to flatten us out. So I want you guys, as we come on, to commit and try to turn everything belly down. So my lower leg fully extended, my right knee is into the hip, we can put those toes on the ground here. It's difficult for Owen to easily step over this, and it's going to be difficult for him to achieve an effective crossface here. He gets that crossface, he sees much more difficult for him to utilize it. My shoulders are back a little bit here, he crossfaces him. He's going to flatten us out. So we've got our double leg frames in here. We're looking to control the wrist and the arm in a subtle way. Pinky finger, keep the legs through, dive in the back, and bring your hip forward. So I'm really loading my lap down, bridging my hip forward. What I want you to visualize is if we're doing a hip bump straight. That's the direction we're going to be going. So I'm loading up to pop my hips into them. We don't necessarily need to grab a grip. Fine, if I grab the grip, you see my elbow points up, it's easier for the posture. So what I want to do is just keep the lat active. So as it goes back, I activate that lat. Now I'm pushing my hip into over. And then we're going to stop at this point. So you see we're going. Like a hip bump straight, it's easy for us to do it. Last time, we're here, and we sneak through the armpit. Do you guys have any questions for them all? Alright guys, 3, 2, 1. Is really thinking. I'm actually circling this way. So a lot of traditional Jiu-Jitsu movements, when people feel flat, they try to get this knee outside because they're thinking sitting in the corner to chase the back. But I want to just easily sit on his head here and drop over my hips. And he's going to flatten me back out. So we're actually trying to set our movement, which is going to flip to the top of that line coming this way, but as far here as possible first. So I'm really hip to hip here. So my knee is not really in front of his body in any capacity. So again, most people have positions want to get their legs back in, keep their legs in. Both of my legs are passing me. Again, we're turning belly down here. I hang my weight off him, and just like I would for a hip bump sweep, I'm going to hit on with my hips, come up to a knee, and now to really explode for the follow-up in the direction we want to head, I'm going to step again with the right leg. And now as I sure I always go, it's very small, and that's what you guys can flow through for the sweep in front. The shift was smooth. I'm going to standing body lock. It's kind of like that classic self-defense move. This is the pressure we want to generate when we get to the top here. We've done our first bar. We're here. I hip bump him by posting my right foot on the floor. My knee is in between his leg. So when I don't turn in the corner, I take it out. From here, I set my right leg deeper and I sit my weight on his head. Now we can start to build high and turn over our right shoulder. One possible option, a very common option I can do here is obviously the cross face is getting my shoulder to the ground, and the south is getting my shoulder to the ground. If you were to switch it on my chest, it would achieve the goal of getting you flattened out again, but which is the purpose of the pass. So the reason we're going belly down here is as Owen switches hips, I can tell you, if you pay attention, I keep my right foot in front of my elbow is in front of my plate. Obviously, my arms out here anyway, he's going to squash me. So as he switches, really get elbow on the each other. He's made it vulnerable here by collapsing my hip. So we're going to follow this position with switch hips. So I bring my top hip in front of my bottom, and I turn my belly down. If I leave my top hip back at all, Owen can drive right into the hip that way. But when we switch hips, I can hop over the top easy. So I'm sure we should out on. So we're here, again, please emphasize belly down. He switches hips into me, and collapse my shoulder. We can forward post and aggressively switch our hips. We do that hips facing the floor. We can hop over his hip. As the cross face here, it helps you. And I just walk over those little hips. Usually I know, you see how he's like really wanting to posture quick? That generally means he wants to counter the cross face. So really hang the weight off him. so he kind of pulls you up. I still take that extra step, and if you're confused, it's the arm that beats the crossface that grabs the ankle. I push my hips into Owen here, and I build height. He tries to push back. We're just going to walk over his hips. Where's my man? Do you have a question, man? How are you going? I'm blocking this knee and reaching for his elbow. So we're blocking the knee. Again, if you don't block the knee, steps in front and he tilts us forward. If he wants to keep us on his hands, he's driving the weight forward anyway, right? That's the direction we're going to take him for his throw. But we're walking our hands back. I block that knee and I step to grab this elbow. Once we grab the elbow, I'm pulling it. I'm over-committing his weight forward. And I I'm past this This is right here for the other side? Yeah, we can do that. Let's see, thanks, legs down that side, yeah? So I want to bring this leg, obviously defend the hands, I was really this. I bring this leg up because I have the ability to move my left hip, but my right hip, I can back heel, I can turn this knee in, and that's going to isolate. It's hard for me to move my right hip. I want to bring this leg up and shelf this leg because we're going to sort of go belly down to utilize this escape. And if Owen can switch to just regular hooks as I go belly down, now he can flatten me out quite aggressively, but with the body trying something to be as big a problem. So I'm rotating the leg. If I was on the choking side, just for an inside shoulder, you can move the body choking, or it's swinging the leg to get back. It's hard for Owen to hold my shoulders back with this side. Leaning out shoulder forward. I'm carrying my left shoulder down, and then if you pay attention to my left leg, so as you can see now, my left hip's under his left knee. I just go toe, knee, toe, knee, toe, knee. And now my hip has walked from under his knee to his elbow. I'm going to now lift this arm, and I'm going to try to see if I can potentially reach his head. Obviously, if you that's going to be hard, I still want to bring this arm up either way. It's going to allow us to swing through this side. And now if my right knee is pointing to the sky, my left knee is actually pointing to the ground. I'm going to switch those as I move backwards and bring my left knee to this groin. And that allows us to pivot safely within the body triangle without breaking our ribs here.
Could you show us the dogfight triangle?
Yep. I mean, I'm really just hitting, it'd be the same as like a Uchimata. I'm just using that whizzer to get him to post, to free the leg. And if his hand's on the floor, I keep his hand on the floor by applying as much weight onto it as possible. If he takes his hand on the floor, he's going to just pull me into mount. He knows that. So generally speaking, he's going to keep his hand on the floor. And then we can just dive into it.
Yeah, sound.
Please do that one more time, please, bro.
well, I mean, as well, especially see how he's got the coat sort of hooked to my ankle here. Sometimes I might have to use off balances to free that leg. But then as long as we can get rid of pressure and build height, now all my weight is on his right arm, which means I know I have time to do that counter too.
It's a bit more open-ended, but like with the scoring so quickly, like what is your prediction on the next position that will be like the most developed and like people will be playing it more often?
Reverse close guard.
Can you show the large toe hold? Do you know when you're getting into that?
I'm basically just doing a toe hold, but connecting it from here. When I push his toes down, when we want to go for the toe hold, don't just reach fingertip deep, but punch in so that you can get your whole wrist over the top. He'll be pretty weak. So yeah, obviously that was a bit of a fucking Hail Mary, but punch it deep. As I sit there and I try to put my foot over the top. It'll be nice. I've already lost my brother, you're asking me very difficult to escape. So you can kind of bait, I wouldn't bait it as a game, but it's a funny thing to do. So I'm framing on both on the knees here. When he starts to set up the bow, I set up my elbow underneath his leg. You notice it looks it up, you can hear it in my voice, it's coming over. I want my elbow outside of his body, and I reinforce it on the knee. I use that to pull my head away and do a right onto my left knee. When I was almost trying to establish the balance, I have a counter force to make space. But we just lift our hips and we can pull our head out with the weight on the shoulder and forward.
That was a class dap as well. Come on. GoPro just died. Just finished up at Cardiff BJJ, and I managed to get a roll in with Owen Jones and Craig Jones, which is class, mate. I'm buzzing. They fucked me up though, but I kind of expected that. Unreal. I was so nervous for both of the rolls, but yeah, just kind of got in and done it, which I'm kind of glad. Yeah, it's an unreal seminar, to be fair, at Cardiff. Managed to get a roll in with both Craig and Owen. Got pictures and everything. It's so cool. Such a cool evening. And yeah, we're doing some octopus guard sweeps, and we did this one takedown or toss as well. And then we just got to roll, did some questions, and it was all like open questions and stuff, and then everyone lined up for a photo. It was quite cool. It was really good. Gonna drive home now. It's 8:45, 20 to 9, and I got to be up at 5. So yeah, hopefully there'll be some more of these seminar videos coming up. Yeah. Peace out, peace out, peace out. So great.